Hey guys, I'm Jess.
And I'm Clayton from Beacon Design Studio.
And we're here today to answer all your questions from the Bright Ideas series. We've got some great questions now around ceiling heights and how to approach lighting in things like cathedral ceilings and pitch ceilings. There is an extremely high kitchen roof in an older home and they're looking to install some new lights. What would you recommend, Clayton?
Okay, well, I mean, first of all, a high ceiling is a great thing. That's a benefit. A lot of people don't have high ceilings that they can work with all the time.
Yeah.
So, especially in a kitchen space, gives you the ability to hang some nice decorative pendants above the kitchen island.
Yeah.
One that's going to give you a nice decor feature. The kitchen is always that sort of central hub of any home, especially in an open plan space. You can see it from multiple angles of the whole area. And the pendant's going to be able to bring that light a little bit lower to the working surface. And most of the time, pendants give you a pretty even, consistent form of lighting over a working surface. So that means less shadows, nice bright working environment. So yeah, I'd play to the height and put some nice pendants in there, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is how to best light a room with a cathedral ceiling? I think this is a common question we get come up because a lot of people are not sure how to light spaces, whether it be a raked ceiling or a high cathedral ceiling, and think a lot about how they're going to bring the light down.
Yep.
I'm a big believer that a cathedral ceiling is a specific architecture choice you've made in your home, so I think play up to it and actually light that. Spaces like that actually also give you an opportunity to introduce what we call sort of the 3 key ingredients of great lighting. So to introduce some general lighting,
Yep.
some task lighting and some ambient lighting.
Yep.
So I mean, I think a good starting point would probably be to introduce some pendants for general light.
Absolutely. Bring something lower into the space, utilise that open void above you.
Yeah.
That'll give you a nice sort of general wash of light across the whole area.
Yeah.
Uplighters are a great choice.
Yes.
Make a point of that nice ceiling that you've gone to the effort of building. So yeah, and it's a nice soft indirect, it's low glare, has that ambience without necessarily overwashing and overshadowing the pendants that you might have in the space. So.
And then I'd probably just add into that maybe some wall lights, which are going to help to create a good ambience as well within the space, but can also function as a general light source. And that final layer as well is some lamps throughout the space. I think lamps are like the jewellery. You've got the rest of the outfit on, so let's put some jewellery on it as well.
Yes, yep, perfect.
Similar to a cathedral ceiling, we've also got a question about raked ceilings and what to consider when approaching having buying on light lows.
So I'd probably approach it in a similar way to the cathedral ceiling. It's a specific design choice of the architecture, so I try and uplight it, give it some light so that it reflects back down into the space to give you some nice general lighting that's indirect. It can also be soft and ambient if you're able to control the output. A lot of the time, raked ceilings, the ceiling cavity is actually quite small because the roof is flat, so it's difficult to install downlights and things, into that small cavity. And a lot of the time, using downlights, you're unable to get the same angle in order for it to spread and wash down comfortably. So yeah, I'd use some uplighters again and some wall lights around the perimeter and use some reflectants again.
I think the one thing to consider though when you're doing uplights with a raked ceiling is about which side of the room you position them on. So a raked ceiling is typically on an angle like this. What you want to do is place the uplighters on the lower side because then they're going to reflect upwards.
Yep.
If you place the uplighters on the other side, they're actually just going to hit and not evenly reflect down the ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
The next question we have is what ceiling height is too low when using a pendant? I think the most common lowest ceiling height in Australian homes is typically 2.4 metres.
Yep.
Now, I suppose more so than the ceiling height, I actually tend to consider what we call work surface height within the space.
Yep.
So in a hallway, it's the work surface where you're walking.
Yep.
Yet in a kitchen, it's actually going to be on the table.
Yeah.
So having a pendant hang over the table is not so much an issue when you're on 2.4 because you've got that sort of speed hump to block you from walking in.
Yeah, so you've got to take into consideration those traffic zones where people are walking through to like the hallway and things. Can't walk through a kitchen counter, so perfect spot to be able to hang something, so the low ceiling doesn't really matter. Above dining tables and things like that as well. But in a hallway, for example, it's a high traffic zone, so if you have a low ceiling, consider a different form of lighting. You want to have sort of roughly around 2 metre clearance between yourself and the pendant, obviously depending on your own personal height. But I mean, that doesn't mean that you can't still add a pendant to a room, potentially in the corner of the room, just sitting above a nice pop lamp or something like that. And even in a hallway, if it's wide enough, if you've got a nice console table to one side of the entry where you put your keys and things, you've still got a bit of room there to be able to potentially hang a small pendant off to the side of the console table as well, to add a little touch of decor and glam that's not in that traffic zone itself.
It's interesting because I think we're starting to see more and more over the last couple of years pendants being used in place of lamps. So I think everyone always thought of pendants in the middle of a room, whereas now it is becoming that offset over a console table to the lamp.
And because there's so many choices of pendants out there now, big and small, so you can add something nice and cute, small to the side to enhance that decor, but it's not going to get in the way of anything else.
I do know one of the fears on that though can sometimes be about a lamp is easy to change in a pendant. It's not necessarily. There's actually some great mix and match ranges out there right now.
Absolutely.
So we've got one at Beacon where you can actually pick your suspension, your glass, your decorative rings, that sort of thing, and actually then update your pendant style along with as your soft furnishings change.
Yeah, definitely.
The next question we have is about void lighting and how to light a void essentially. What would you do?
I mean, I think a void is a nice blank canvas. So, something that's going to fill the space, something that's going to give you a nice wash of general lighting throughout there. I'd use something that's a large pendant, maybe even a cluster of small pendants, so that way it's just that main centerpiece. I don't think they really need too much else. Like I said, it's that blank canvas, and whatever you put in there is going to be the hero of that entire space. So something that sort of suits the decor of the rest of the home and sort of continues the story. So if it's a staircase, sort of continuing the story of what's in the entry or what's in the living and dining, and continuing upstairs. So.
I think in the past there's probably been sometimes some nervousness around void lighting and just the complexities of changing globes when we talk about a light that's up in a void because it can be hard to access. LED technology has come along leaps and bounds over the last 5 years in particular, and there's a lot of really great quality LED pendants out there and LED globes that can be retrofitted into pendants that just become really low maintenance, meaning you're not going to have to worry about how you change that globe in the void. You put the light up and worry about it 20 years later.
Yeah, most likely never going to have to touch it again. So.
Okay, so the next question is, we've brought a house that has 2 ceiling domes with old chandeliers in the lounge and dining area, which is open plan, but we're not fans of them and would love to hear how we can modernise the lighting in this space. Should we remove both the dome and the pendant and update it, or should we just change the fitting and leave the dome? It's a good question. I think you can certainly have the best of both worlds in that scenario. It's really on trend to really sort of mix classic styles with more modern fixtures at the moment, whether it be a modern pendant of some form in a space that's got Edwardian or Victorian sort of vibe to it. Even the mid-century modern look is huge at the moment. So I think you can definitely just update the pendant and keep the dome. Yeah,
absolutely. I've done that quite a few times actually, incorporate quite a contemporary modern pendant into an old classic Victorian style home, and it immediately lifts it up, brings it in the 21st century, and it does look amazing. The other thing to consider is the cost involved of removing any kind of domes or ceiling roses. The plastering and patching things that can come along with it can be quite labour intensive. So I think just incorporating a nice modern pendant is the way to go, and it will just lift the space up straight away.
Yeah, and I think that's going to become a feature in itself anyway. I think people will look at the pendant rather than the dome end, so.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for spending time with us and sending through all those great questions. We really appreciated it.
If you have any more questions about lighting, please feel free at any time to come in and speak to the experts at Beacon Lighting in any one of our stores, or you can jump online to our website or any one of our social channels, because here at Beacon, we're here to help you live brighter. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.